Hi, it's Mandy back with another video. Today I want to reflect on some changes I see happening with COVID-19 and mindfulness. So at the time I'm recording this, it's May 3rd, May 2nd, 2020, and I'm in the United States and we've been through, about a good 6 weeks of COVID instructions. And a lot of those instructions are basically isolating and disinfecting and hand washing and staying as far away from other people as we can when we're in the community also. So one of the things that I noticed, and you all may have noticed too, but it really has to do with our daily mindfulness and how that is changing due to some of these requests of us. How many of you have thought of how much time it takes you to actually go to the grocery store now, where it might not have before, where you could run in and get a few things thoughtlessly while you were thinking about, I don't know, 3 things ahead that you were going to do that evening, and you're just stopping off before you go home after a long day of work, right? So now when we go to the grocery store, if we're being mindful of all of, the precautions that we need to take, we have to be paying attention all the time. I think in most areas we're being asked to wear masks, which we have to make sure that we have or on before we're leaving the house, or that we put on before we exit the car. We have to walk away from other people or make sure that we have space in between us, if you will, which requires us to attend to that piece too. I think a lot of grocery stores, for example, are using different kinds of prompts to help people stay, that 6 feet or 3 feet away by rearranging the stores and having very narrow aisles so that people can only go down one way and exit another way to keep people from passing by and honor that proximity suggestion. Even thinking about that, the new patterns that we have to move about, how we have to move about in stores, paying attention to these things if we are, which, it's suggested that we should for everyone's safety. And even touching items. I don't know about your stores, but I've seen signs in grocery stores that say, please do not touch all of the merchandise, only what you are going to purchase or buy to reduce any potential contamination. So we have to think about that where we may not have before. Leaving the store, how do we check out our items? How do we bag them? How do we take those items from the cashier? How do we exchange money or credit cards? And, when we're walking to our car again, do we have to be mindful of who's around us? When we get those groceries into our car and we get home, how do we tend to those groceries? Are there other steps that we have to take that we didn't before? So if we think about all of this, this is really put a lot on our cognitive tasks plate, so to speak, with paying attention to really our every move. This is actually a great example of mindful behavior. So unfortunately, we have to be in this situation to be able to think about these things in this way and to think about how we're thinking about things every day when we're moving about this pattern of behavior. But really, this is advanced mindfulness. And I'll ask, I'll just throw it out there. I hope you can respond in the comments, but how many people are exhausted by this? Right? So this takes work. Mindfulness takes work and practice. Again, I kind of talk about a continuum of meditation and mindfulness and everything in between. The goal of these interventions is to be able to quiet the mind and or stay focused on one thing at a time. So for those of you out there who are feeling exhausted by this constant mindfulness that is asked of us right now, I just want to let you know that one, you're not alone, and this is hard, and it's something that your brain has to get used to. So just being mindful when you have pretty significant anxiety can be a lot of work. So keep it up. And I'd love to hear in the comments if any of you are going through some of these feelings or behaviors or have had some of these thoughts that I talked about in the video. I hope you are all safe and staying well. Thanks for watching.